Keith used to teach some of us that on the path to enlightenment, you'd reach this barren wasteland, like you reach a space of nothing before you find this ultimate joy.
Joy feels like your cells are going to burst apart. As a matter of fact, the more pain we feel, the more we feel alive in a body.
My body was starting to fall apart. And I was having blood sugar crashes. And I felt like I couldn't breathe when I was in the classrooms. And then Mark encouraged me to talk to Keith.
So, what do you want out of life?
Keith, yes, and Keith and Bonnie on a walk.
1:30 a.m. about?
Yep.
Well, the other day, Simply Human didn't perform because of something with you. Why not?
I was having a weird blood sugar crash. I was really concerned that I would pass out.
Yeah, sometimes you will. If you pass out, you pass out. I've done that. But when there's higher values, when you're connecting with people, when you're serving humanity, which is serving your inner self, you know? And that sort of servitude is not slavery. Every act you do builds yourself. Should I say something a little rough to you?
Okay.
You're blowing it from a spiritual perspective.
Right.
What do you want?
Even you saying this, a whole bunch of fears come up, and it just...
What are you scared of? What's really going to happen to you? Hey, I'm going to put you in a chamber and torture you.
No.
So what are you worried about?
It's just worldly stuff.
Worry, worry, worry. And worry your life away. You're enslaved to worry, enslaved to pettiness, enslaved to materialism, enslaved. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to experience joy without the control, without any of that stuff? So what do you say?
Yeah, I do feel enslaved. And I feel like I'm clawing my way out of, I don't know.
Well, feeling enslaved is good. First step.
This is dark right here. Keith was trying to see how submissive I'd be, and he'd call me for walks at like 3 a.m. and I just jumped right out of bed and went, like it was an honor.
Do you think you're a hard worker?
Yeah, sometimes, in some ways, in some areas.
If you put your mind to it, can you be a hard worker in whatever you do?
Yeah, if I'm connected to it and I'm on a mission, then yeah.
A lot of ifs.
Yeah. And then I just start to think about like the plans that I have now. It seems like what you're proposing is just to kind of drop them and be here.
Well, if you truly don't want the answer, have the respect for both of us not to ask the question. For you to say that I'm proposing that is either an excuse or a misconstruence.
Okay.
Do you really think I proposed that?
I mean, I think anything that I say right now is coming out as excuses.
Okay. Maybe it is. So maybe you just want to change now. Maybe this is like a big turning point.
I guess I need to work the fears because there's a lot of them right now.
Just cut through them.
Yeah.
Don't honor them. Can you get over this, please? Not that hard.
Okay.
Loosen up. Stop trying to hold it all. Stop trying to control so much. You're controlling right now. You're controlling your cry. Just wail out, you know? You look terrible when you control. You look beautiful when you don't.
At one point in the middle of the night, I was walking with him, and he was doing little tests with me, and he said, you know, why don't you run towards that tree? So I ran towards the tree and I stopped. I didn't mash my face up. And I came back and he said, interesting how protective of your body you are. And I felt ashamed, but I saw that as a limitation. And then he said, you know, you're so uptight about dirt. Go and lick that puddle. You're so uptight about dirt. Lick the puddle. So I went and licked the puddle. I was trying to let down my guard and all my fears and, you know, to open myself up to his teaching. I think I failed whatever his tests were.